Buying a luxury property in Dubai or a Gucci bag or even paying your phone bill, crypto's got you covered. There's no denying that crypto has gone mainstream. However, as digital currencies become far more commonly used and accepted, regulators have had to sit up and pay heed. So what exactly are the regulators doing about crypto? What are they getting right and what are they missing? Let's get in Marta Belcher of Filecoin Foundation to talk about all this and more. Marta, many people seem to think of crypto as the wild, wild west, a vast, unknown outpost that's a free-for-all. How much truth is there in that thinking?
So I think it's a myth that cryptocurrency is not regulated. It's actually the case that the on-ramps and off-ramps where you're buying and selling and hosting your cryptocurrency are actually heavily regulated entities. So they are under the BSA, they're registering with various government agencies, they're complying with Know Your Customer checks, they're opening their doors to annual inspections. So these are actually really heavily regulated entities. So I think it's really a myth that cryptocurrency is not in fact regulated. I also think that one of the things that's really important about regulation is that what we do is regulate activities and not technologies. So just to give you an example, if you are committing fraud, it doesn't matter what technology you're using to commit fraud, right? You could be committing fraud using cryptocurrency or a pen and paper or a computer or email. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're committing fraud and the government can go after you for that, right? And so I think importantly, we already have regulations that we can and do sensibly apply to cryptocurrency. So in general, I think really it's a myth that cryptocurrency is unregulated.
Well, since we are talking about regulations and regulators, I'd like to bring up Tornado Cash. The sanction and arrests linked to the crypto mixer has people worried not only about what's happened, but about the precedent it sets.
So what we've seen recently is we've had OFAC actually sanction Tornado Cash, which is a mixer. And this is a technology that is intended to basically make transactions anonymous. And to protect people's privacy and allow them to transact anonymously, just like they would transact with cash, right? So just how like I can hand you a $10 bill and that transaction can happen anonymously, what Tornado Cash is doing as a mixer is allowing you to have that same kind of transaction happen anonymously, but do it online. So it's really importing the civil liberties benefits of cash into the online world. And the reason that that's important is because privacy and anonymity are actually absolutely essential to our civil liberties. So I think one of the main issues here is you have OFAC positioning this as though technologies that enhance anonymity and protect privacy are bad or problematic. But actually, anonymity and privacy are not bad and are not illegal and are essential for civil liberties. And so I think in addition to that, you have a major problem of an entire technology being sanctioned as opposed to specific individuals, which poses all sorts of problems and is definitely something that is not, really doesn't have precedent and frankly is probably not actually allowable. That in and of itself is a problem. You also have major Fourth Amendment problems, and also in the United States, you have First Amendment problems because what you're really seeing is developers of this technology who are writing code, right, being potentially on the line for literally writing code, which is actually protected as speech in the United States.
And before we let you go, Marta, tell us about how Filecoin is helping shape these regulatory conversations.
So the thing that is so great about Filecoin from a regulatory perspective is that it really showcases the very cool things that you can do using cryptocurrency technology and specifically using the ability to program your money. And what that means is that you can actually show members of Congress or other policymakers, here's actually how you can use this technology to build the next generation of the web. And here's why cryptocurrency is actually useful and is about way more than just investing money. Here's why this technology can really be the basis for the next generation of the web. And I think telling that story is really important for making sure that we get policymakers to understand this technology and its really powerful potential uses.
Marta, thanks so much for joining us today, and we are definitely looking forward to hearing more from you at Phil Singapore 22 Summit, which kicks off on September 26th, right here in Forkast backyard.